So it's our first day in Cornwall, and it's also Billy's 9th birthday. So happy birthday, lad. So good morning. This is the first day of our Cornish holiday. The furthest south I've ever been. We're back in one of Tracy's old haunts, and this is Shadow Point, and that is the English Channel and Whitsand Bay. And just on the end of the point here we've got a little lifeguard lookout station and a little viewpoint. We're going to have a look down into the bay. Although the tide's in, we can still have a little explore. Billy's not with me because there's no way he'd get down these steps, so Tracy's staying up top with Billy. Just a quick look in the bay, down these steep steps, over this little bridge. There's Billy on the top of the cliff, look, watching me. And here we are in the bottom. Apparently the tide goes out a good bit here and it's a fantastic surf beach. So that was just a quick view of Whitsand Bay. We're going to head off now to our next location.
Did you enjoy that?
I did. So we're just approaching Lou, where Tracy's parents live. Giving them a visit later on today. So this is Lou's tiny little fishing port. This is East Lou. Across the river there is West Lou. And this is Lou's High Street. Nice looking cakes, and I'm sure inside there there'll be a Cornish pasty. Yep, look at that, proper Cornish pasties. Not many mountains around here. Mountain Warehouse appears to be closed down. And this is Lou's famous pasty shop, Sarah's Pasties. Posh and cosy hair salon. If you need a hairdo, heading for the beach and Banjo Pier. So this is Lou Beach and the promenade, and we're heading over to the pier. Unfortunately no dogs allowed on the beach in Lou, so we're having to stay up here, but we can go down the pier. And across the bay there is Down Derry, where we're staying, and here's the river. Back up into the town. Lovely view. All the houses up on the cliff tops. And this is the Banjo Pier, named because it looks like a banjo. Our view of the English Channel, and that's where we were earlier today. Whitsand Bay, and that headland is the Rame Peninsula. And just round the corner there on them cliffs is where Tracy used to live, Hannah 4. Right then, time to leave. the beautiful town of Looe and head for location number 3.
Nelson. There's like a seal
The what?
on that rock.
Oh yeah,
Used to be an actual seal that used to come up
called Nelson.
called Nelson, yeah.
Did he just have one arm?
There's a reason why it's called Nelson. Maybe it's one flipper, I don't know.
He only had one
If
flipper.
you go over that other side, it tells you about him.
So this is Looe's lifeboat station and slipway where they get the boats in and out. Sea safari, boat trips.
Yeah, visit Looe Island. That's
can-
Looe Island there, 2-hour trip.
Oh yeah, you can visit Looe Island, Eddystone Lighthouse, Coastal Safari and the Big 3. There's Nelson, the one flipper seal. Sweet pea shop, some nice gear in here. Just over the river there we've got the sardine factory. It's a posh restaurant now, used to be a sardine factory. Ye old clog and ale house. Lots of these little narrow streets in Looe. Please mind your head. They're kind of smaller people down here. Not like us big Cumbrians. Tracy's mum and dad live up there on the top of the cliff over the river. Today's special, we got red mullet, gurnard, John Dory, lemon sole and Dover sole. And there's the road bridge that separates East Looe and West Looe. Traditional Cornish pasty from Looe. This is just a medium one. Lovely.
Mmm.
We're just approaching our third location of the day, Lansalos Bay. What do you think of the roads down here, Tracy?
Well, I'm kind of used to them, but they are very, very narrow. Single track, almost like dirt tracks.
With
half the
grass,
time.
with grass in the middle. Worse than the Lake District, if you think the Lake District's bad.
Oh yeah.
Oh, some dodgy roads down here. Huh?
That can't be right.
There's Lansalos Church. So here we have Lansalos Beach, little waterfall. We're going to head through this gate and somehow get down onto the beach. Wow, what a beautiful beach. we're back on the top of the cliff and we're heading to Parsons Cove. We're going to head along the cliff and then drop down that little headland, and I can see some steps. There we are, that's Parsons Cove just down here. Lansalos Bay behind it, where we've just came from. Cornwall! It's cool, eh? We've got some steps just down here onto the beach. We're going to head to location number 4, which is Lantic Bay, somewhere around the coastline that way. You could link all of these little bays and coves together and do the coastal path, the southwest coastal path, up on the top of the cliffs, or if the tide was out I guess you could go by the beach at the bottom. But we're going to head back up to the car and drive to Lantic Bay because we ain't got that much time left today. Nope. We're heading to our final destination for today, Lantic Bay. Highly regarded as one of the best beaches and bays in Cornwall, so let's go and see. Tracy's never been to this one.
I haven't, no.
This is the bay to our right, and this is Pencarrow Head. We're going to walk around there and then back round into the bay. So this is Pencarrow Head. To our left we've got Lansalos Bay where we were earlier. You can just see the church up on the top. We're going to drop down and find this path right round the headland and back to our right, Lantic Bay. Hopefully we can get down onto that sand. You can't go off piste on any of this kind of ground. You got to stick to the paths. This ground is impenetrable. Brambles, ivy, gauze. So we're right on the headland here, right on the tip, and that is a long drop. I would say we're looking at 200 or 300 feet. And here we are, Lantic Bay. What a beautiful beach. So that's day one of our Cornish adventure over. We're going to slog our way back up this cliff here, all the way up there. Then we're going to head back to Lou to see Tracy's mum and dad. Bye from me.
And bye from me for now.
And we'll see you all tomorrow. Bye from the Rockstar.
Birthday boy.
Birthday boy. There he is, 9 today.
Enjoyed your birthday. Thank you. Yes.
Good morning.
Morning.
It's another bluebird day in Cornwall and we're heading to our first destination, which is
The Rocky Valley.
the Rocky Valley. Today we're in North Cornwall, Tintagel, where we're just heading into the Rock Valley, and the Sisters, which I believe is maybe some sea stacks, I'm not quite sure.
Well, basically you go through a beautiful rocky valley and then you head towards the coast, very dramatic cliffs and sea stacks, heading towards Tintagel and the sisters.
Very good. Sounds good to me. See you later. We've got a lovely old ruin just down here, right by the river. Look at this. It's an old water mill, and I presume this is where the wheel used to be. And there's the rock star. As you've probably guessed, I don't have a lot of history facts about Cornwall, but I'll do my best. I'll put a bit of text in for you and stuff. It's all about the views for me. All about the views, all about the ocean. Before I found the mountains, I spent most of my childhood on fishing boats and on the shore. So places like this, to me, are every bit as exciting as mountains, especially cliffs and rocky coves. And here we have our first view of that ocean, the Atlantic. Never in all my dreams did I think I'd get the drone up over the Atlantic Ocean on a day like this. Not a breath of wind. I mean, thousands of miles in front of us of nothing. Miles and miles and miles for that wind to pick up and smash this northern coast to smithereens. But just look at it today. Look at this. Wow. So from the Rock Valley we're going to head over to the Sisters. Over there, that's Lie Rock. The Sisters is behind that headland. The stack that I flew the drone over is called Long Island. We've got an old Erdwick here. She doesn't look very well. She looks ancient. We're just heading over the headland now. That's Lie Rock that I pointed out earlier. When we get to the end here we should see the Sisters. What's that at? Wow, just look how high we are now. I'd say about 200-300 feet, maybe more. And just down here we've got the Sisters. 2 sea stacks. Look at that. And there's Lie Rock. And we have another little herdie. Well, I think, I'm not sure, this one's been shaved. Looks like an herdie, chilling in the shade. She's watching us, look. So we're back off the headland now, and rather than head back via the rock valley, which is up the other side of these steps, we're going to head to this place, Bossony, and back via the road. I think it's the road anyhow. If you were wondering about that beautiful beach that I was filming before, both footpaths down to it are closed. Looks like they've been closed for a while. If you've noticed the marks on my legs, I haven't been fighting with a bear or anything like that. My drone decided to go AWOL yesterday, but we managed to get it back, but I ended up in a load of brambles and gorse bushes. Cliff climbing.
Yeah, hanging on to the cliff.
But I was actually in the wrong place. The drone was on the footpath stuck in a tree, so we managed to get it back.
I was really worried you was going to fall to your death.
Yeah, no, I'm a bit of a roughneck.
Yeah.
Oh well, this wall for a bit of fancy stonework. So we just got a short stroll down the B3263 and back to the car. Bossony. And on to our next location of the day. We just parked in Tintagel and we're going to head down to Tintagel Castle. Castle's unfortunately closed today, but it's 20 odd quid to get across the bridge and into the castle each, so we probably wouldn't have gone in anyhow.
But we're going to head down.
We can certainly go and have a look at it.
And you get to see the bridge, don't you?
Yeah,
and the castle.
One of the most impressive footbridges, I would think, in the United Kingdom, from what I've been told.
Did you say it cost £5 million to build?
£5 million to build this bridge, and they're currently painting it, I think. So we're going to head down to Haven first and then come back to the castle. We're going to head down to Merlin's Cave, where we should get a good viewpoint of the castle and that footbridge. And just look at that for a footbridge. Unfortunately, it's got some fancy kind of scaffolding up at the moment as they're painting it, but you can see in the middle of the bridge there's an actual gap. It's two cantilevers on each side that meet in the middle, and apparently there's a 40mm gap. Just seen these steps and thought there's absolutely no chance to get Billy down. He won't go on this kind of metal step, but look what we got. We've got steps for a dog. So Billy just fell in there, so he's gone back with Tracy. I don't think he's going to probably follow me. He's there on the rock. That's as far as he's coming. So this is Merlin's Cave, right through the mountain, so to speak. So there's caves all over the base of the rock. There's another big one here, but There's no public access into it, and I've climbed up onto these boulders, but I don't think I want to go any further for safety. Look how high that is. More caves. So this is the old bridge, and we can't use this access now. We used to go up the footpath and then up to the castle, but there's no way up there now, and that's the new bridge above us, and about 200 steps up to it. So all of this area that we're on now is part of the old castle. I'm not sure what's what. There's a bit of it there, and I think there's a bit of it over there across the bridge. We're on the top of Glebe Cliff now. There appears to be a church of some description top of here. And that's the view of the bridge from Glebe Cliff. Just below the island there you can see the exit of Merlin's Cave, where we actually came out to. So we went straight through the island. So from the Church of St Matriana, we're going to head back to the road and back to the car. Another beautiful church. It's got a very big graveyard. Well, good afternoon. We're on Bodmin Moor. We're going to head over to the Cheesewring, which is Billy's having a loud drink in a bog. So what's the Cheesewring, Betty?
The Cheesewring is a fantastic shaped group of rocks that looks like the cheese ring that's left
fantastic.
with the apples.
And that's where we're heading. This is Betty
amazing.
Tracy's mum, by the way.
Yeah, it's amazing, you'll love it.
Yeah.
They've been sculpted by the wind
They
and the
have,
rain
yeah.
into fantastic shapes.
Yeah.
You can't come to Cornwall without going there.
No.
And we're just approaching the hurlers, which are an outcrop of stones placed by That's the Cheesewring where we're heading. An outcrop of rocky tors. All of these little buildings, or big buildings, all over the moor are tin mines, old tin mines. The Cheesewring, by the way, isn't like the moon, it's not made of cheese. Over the way there is Carradon Hill with the big TV mast on, 369 metres. So this is Stores Hill, where we've got the Cheesewring. Over to our right, we can see Gold Diggers Quarry, one of Bodmin Moor's hidden gems apparently. It's got a big flooded quarry there that people used to swim in, but I think swimming's been prohibited now as it's very, very cold, and there's been quite a few accidents over there, but apparently it's a beautiful place to visit. Ah, getting a little secret gem here. Yeah. Betty's showing us a little cave here a guy used to live in.
Yeah. It's not big enough, surely.
Well, stop him from getting his head wet.
Yeah.
The Hermit's Cave. And this is the quarry just below the Cheesewring, where you get a lot of people climbing and abseiling. And here we have the Cheesewring, Stores Hill, 381 metres. Just look at these rock tors, granite tors. You would think they were just stones stacked on top of each other. I'm guessing this one's the summit. And this is the Cheesering's famous UFO seat. There you go.
Holding my spaceship, this.
A nice place to come and chill out. Wow. Looks like Captain Kirk or Mr. Spock maybe.
Me in the Abscotty.
So that was the Cheesering. Pretty spectacular, eh?
See ya. See ya.
day in Cornwall today, so let's see where we get. Where we're heading, Tracy?
This morning we're going to head to Polperro, which is an ancient fishing village where a lot of smuggling used to go on. Yeah, so this afternoon my mum wants to take Andy to Port Nadler, which is along the coastline towards Polperro. Yeah, so I'm going to spend some quality time with my dad this afternoon.
This is Polperro, tiny little fishing village. There's absolutely no public parking whatsoever in the village, so you've got to use the big car park here. Very narrow streets, and look at the prices. Wow. Whoever's responsible for that should be ashamed of themselves. So that was the beautiful little fishing village of Polperro, and we're now heading for our final destination. Well, we are once we pick Betty up. Afternoon, I'm here with Betty today, and we're having a little walk together. Tracy's spending some time with her dad.
That's right.
And where are we at today, Betty?
We're going to a
Because I got no idea.
We're going
Sorry.
to what is called Port Nadler. It's a lovely bay, but what is so beautiful about it, you get to the end of it and you've got these fabulous different coloured rocks, and you've got an amazing sort of cliff as well that juts into the sand.
Oh, fantastic.
So it's one of my favourite places.
Brilliant. And what's the island over there?
Loo Island.
Loo Island.
Some people call it St George's, but most people just call it Loo Island.
Yeah. Yeah. Willow's just coming out. Blackthorn's just starting to come out. Quite a bit sooner than it is in Cumbria. Plenty of gauze as well up on the hill. And these are the steps down into Port Nadler. How you doing? Are you catching out? Quiet. What'd you get down here then, mate?
Few bits and pieces, mostly ban and wrasse.
Wrasse, eh? Yeah, so you're on rough ground then all the way out, is it?
Decent sand,
Yeah, yeah.
sides, rough.
Do you get any bass?
Yeah.
I was going to say you get a few bass up here, eh?
But a lot of them fish off the rocks.
Yeah, with lures and that, yeah.
I've got a couple of those.
Yeah, yeah.
I've also had a small eyed ray from them as well.
Alright. Any sort of size?
And,
Yeah, yeah.
and dogfish. But
Well, you get a lot of them. You'll get a lot of them. Spur dog? No. Smooth hounds, not like that? No. No.
It's really quiet.
Yeah. Is it fish in general any good?
Slow.
Yeah.
One thing on earlier, I think I bass when they spawn, they go out.
Yeah, they do, yeah.
I'm going to Google that when I get in and see whether they're
Can't beat Google, can you?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm from Cumbria, like, and I used to do a lot of fishing. I don't do so much fishing now, but the fishing up there has gone phenomenal, like, you know, we're getting smooth hounds off the shore, inundated with thornback rays now on the shore, you know, but we get the cod and that in the winter. You won't get so many cod down here, do you? No.
I think in the Tamar,
Yeah,
we're in the Tamar again.
yeah.
They're not all I know of anyway. I don't know.
Yeah.
Melindra, I don't think it produces cod, but that's with the spotted rays.
All right, yeah. Well, you
I haven't done any night fishing yet.
Yeah.
Just waiting for the weather.
Do you live down here, like? Yeah.
Yeah, I live on the other side of the river, East Loop.
All right, yeah.
Yeah, I live up there. Oh yeah.
Nice place to live.
Yeah.
Bit different from Cumbria. I tell you what, mate, you couldn't have found a nicer beach to fish on. Nice, on your own, quiet. Right, mate, you have a good day, yeah? Take care. Nice talking to you. Betty's having a coffee, and me and the rock stars just having a little bit ratch about in among these skiers and rock pools. I'm sure he's probably just got stuck where I've just climbed over. Yep, he has. Come on, you can get over there. Come on, up. Good boy. Just discovered this little cave here. Wow, look at this. Goes right in. Goes about 30 feet in. There's the rock star sitting patiently at the entrance. Betty's brought me down here at the best time of the tide for a ratch about. It's low tide now, all of this would be covered at high tide. In fact, probably some of it we can't get to. This is probably about as far as we can get. This is Betty's creation. Very artistic, Betty.
Is it?
Yeah. So thank you for showing me your local beach, Betty, Port Nadler Bay.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
We did, and that's our last little venture in Cornwall. Till next year, hopefully.
Oh yes, come next year.
We'll be back.
Yes.